Welcome to another episode of Devillion's Rapid Accessibility Review series. My name is Biggs, and in this series I rapidly review the accessibility of random websites. Now, why am I doing these reviews? I really want to show you how quickly accessibility issues can be identified for someone with that skill. I also wanted to tell you that almost all of those issues can be easily fixed. Practical accessibility is not expensive, and there's no reason why your website can't be accessible too. Now with that, let's get started. The website I'm going to be reviewing today is St. Christopher's, and we'll jump straight in to looking at the page title. Now, here is the page title at the top there. I'm just trying to have that pop out so I can read the whole thing. There we go. St. Christopher's, more than just a hospice. Yeah, I think that's fine. The only thing I'd say is that you see that little pipe there. That actually gets read out as vertical line in a screen reader. So even though maybe it looks kind of nice, I think the dash is more friendly when it gets read out. Just a quick little note there. Alright, so next one. Headings. View document outline. Right, so we have a single heading 1. St. Christopher's, more than just a hospice, in brackets. I'm not sure why that's in brackets. But the rest looks pretty good. Yeah, there's an interesting thing here where there's headings. So are they blank, or is that actually the text? You know what, I really need to check this out. Hold on just a sec. Let's jump in here. And I'm going to look for heading 3s. Okay. Heading 3. Okay, that's that one. Site title. I think this is it. This is just empty. Another empty one there. So I'm pretty sure that this, let's jump straight into that again, document outline. I'm pretty sure that this one here, no heading text, they're just empty. But it's interesting that there's brackets around this. When clearly that's not empty. But anyway, so there's some empty headings which should be avoided because screen readers got to find those, and it's just going to complicate matters. So try to get rid of all of these empty heading 3s. But the hierarchy itself seems to be fine. Shops supporting you, get involved. So that's that for headings. Let's close that down. Now let's just jump into links, like text in links, and see if they make sense. Contact us, find us, make a referral, donate now, and then there's okay. There's quite a lot of links in this sub navigation. So there's that one, and then all of these under here. Vacancies. I think the rest, all of these are pretty well described. Where they go, there's a search in here, latest coronavirus, find out more. This is a very common one. If you've seen any of my reviews, you'll know that this is extremely common to see. Now let's see if anything has been done here. Find out more. This needs a bit more description. So find out more about an update on visiting the hospice in light of the coronavirus. Yeah, find out more about visiting the hospice in light of the coronavirus. Something like that. Hidden text so that link can stand on its own and not so contextually can be stand on its own. Let's just keep on going down. I am a patient. I am a supporter. I think I have a. Yeah, let's just get out of that responsive view there. Okay, I am a professional. Now let's have a look at these. if they have any description there. There's a title, follow St. Christopher's on Twitter. I think that is pretty good. So if you would tab into that, you'd get that read out. So it doesn't need any hidden text. Well, yeah. So that will do the job. So that's great. And then we got some tweets here. Your support matters. Please donate today. All right, find out more. Let's just have a look. I think that if one didn't have it, I'm assuming the other one. Yes. So find out more about what's on. Or maybe something in here could describe better where that goes. So let's fix these links. Volunteer for us. Volunteer see all opportunities. That's fine. Support us. Please donate now. Okay. Okay, this is a link here. It's an image link which I'll be looking at specifically. But anyway, anchor here, image. Yeah, it needs some description for where that goes, without a doubt. Find a course, lantern model webinar. Okay, care at home, visiting us. Okay, these look pretty much okay. High street shops. Okay, let's keep on going. Any more links? Hard to tell whether these are links or not. There's actually nothing that shows that without hovering over it. So here are some links as well. Don't know. That's a logo. We'll look at that in a little bit. Okay, the rest of the links seem to be okay. Now let's move to getting rid of all the CSS and just to see how the site behaves without any styles. So we've got some links up there. We've got the logo. It'd be nice to have a text here. I think it may be down here. No, there's no like heading 1 describing the St. Christopher's, that title of the business essentially. But let's keep on going. So that's the navigation. Pretty deep navigation there. 3 levels. Okay, we got search. That's relatively clear. And then some information. There's some empty bullet points down here. Not sure what they're about. And then okay, some items here. Make a donation. Yeah, we kind of mentioned this earlier. Find a course. Okay. Okay, good use of sort of bulleted lists for the. There's a couple of empty ones on here. Not sure what that's about. This is a nicely laid out here. Okay, and then we got another nav down here. So this is probably it's probably the mobile navigation, I think. Yeah. Most likely. There's another search in here. It doesn't seem to have a button though. Okay, use of cookies, which I closed earlier before I started recording. Okay, and that's at the bottom, which is good. Okay. Not bad, not bad. Okay, so let's get to images. We're gonna hide all background images and see which ones they are, if there are any background images. So let's keep that like that. Okay, I don't see any changes immediately. No, I don't think there are any images being displayed with CSS. So let's display alt attributes and see what they have. Alt St. Christopher's, more than just a hospice. Okay, that's fine. Let's keep on going down. Now this alt is St. Christopher's Hospice Sept Rachel Mans. Yeah, this doesn't really tell me much. So this could be looked at, this image here. It is kind of supportive. It's not. It's probably okay if it's blank, and then the screen reader will just bypass it. But it would be good to describe, two people sitting in a hospital room, maybe the genders, and so the general emotion that conveys. That would be good to have. Okay, let's keep on going. Images. Okay, these are bypassed, and it's better than having something bad. But if it's nice to describe them, what they have, to convey more information about what the site really is portraying. I mean, this image here, this is such a lovely image to see, and it would be great if this would be described well. There's positivity there, so it's really good to have. And this gets bypassed as well, and this one as well. Okay, these as well. This is the St. Christopher's. Okay, so this supporting you is text. Okay, that's fine. Okay, same here. Okay, so these are images. Let's have a look at that in a sec. I'm going to keep on going down. There's an alt here. CQC. It would be nicer if this would actually be Care Quality Commission, because people don't necessarily know what CQC is. And here it says Care Quality Commission, so that would be good. What do we have here? Registered with the fundraising regulator. Okay, that's good. All right. I want to know what this is about. Okay, so this is an icon. That's all it is. High street shops, eBay store. Yeah, I mean, these are just icons that aren't really, they don't have that much meaning. So I think that's perfectly fine. Okay, let's close this and get rid of the alt attributes and move on to audio and video. There is no audio and video. There's not even any sliders or anything. So that's cool. Next one, keyboard. Let's see how that works. I didn't spot a skip to content when I removed the CSS. So let's see what happens here. Okay, I go straight to contact us, which indicates to me that there isn't a skip to content link, which would be really good to have, which would allow you to skip through all the nav and get straight to the important bits on the site. It's really, really useful. Okay, anyway, let's just keep on tabbing now. We have focus styles. I can see where I'm at, which is good. Jobs, now the logo. You could say that maybe it makes more sense to, with the first tabbing, to go into the logo itself, like a home, but I guess it's not a terrible thing. These are important links as well. But anyway, make a referral, donate now, who we are. Now, okay, so we are moved into the nav, every single link here. So that is good, because very often they are bypassed. Clearly, if you're interested in this text on the page down here, you essentially need to tab all the way through. You can jump around with headings, but this is where being able to skip to content is extremely useful, especially when you've got a big nav like this with lots and lots of links. So I have to tab all the way through here. Okay, let's keep on going. Okay, and then we go to this image, which I didn't really know about, but I'm not going to go into that. Yeah, I'll skip that for now. Okay, search. That's the submit button. Latest coronavirus. So I'm now on this big image, I believe. If I tab again, I don't know where I am now. I might be on this find out more bit, which maybe just doesn't have I'm not sure that this big image needs to be clickable. It just feels to me that, yeah, maybe this thing here could just be clickable. It's tricky sometimes when you got sort of nested links. It's always tricky because You've got this now here, and then not. This is not clickable, but then you got yeah. It's confusing a little bit. Okay, anyway, so we go down here. So those two. Okay, so these are the social icons, and then that's the tweet bit, which is going between all those links. Your support matters. Donate today. Now that goes straight to an image right there, and then I've lost it, and then it goes to find out more. Okay, so where is it going? You know, if I click here, so this goes to this image here. Being an image, it'll read out the alt. Okay, it doesn't have an alt, which means that if you come into here, you have an image that doesn't have an alt description, so you have no idea where this link goes to. So that's really missing here. Either put the alt text in so that would be read out when you get to the link, or put a hidden text that describes what it is. The best idea, I'd say, would just be to not make this image clickable, or have the whole thing to be clickable. That's also a good solution. But I'm wondering where am I going here? I go into this image here, and then I just don't know where I'm going here. Okay, I can see the link down there is going to the same place. So there's like 3 links in this thing. So it would be good if it would just be the one. So this is probably all the same. Or maybe there's a hidden heading here, maybe. There might be a heading 3 that's empty that it's going to. But I wouldn't necessarily be highlighting it. What is this? Okay, it's an anchor inside a heading 3. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if there is a heading 3 in there. Anyway, I won't be checking that. Let's just move on. Same here. Now that one definitely needs some consideration, without a doubt. Yeah, this doesn't tell you anywhere where that's going. So when you've got text and images, it has to be, you have to have text equivalent in there, either as an alt text or just as a hidden text. So that should be looked at, I believe. Okay, so we got an image there. Again, this was not described with an alt text, so that's going to be just a dead link. Find a course, another one here, and probably the same thing here, yes. So there's a pattern where the images are being used, but they are not being described, or that link. Okay, so that is fine. This is just a single link. And then we get to there, some emails, that's some linking there. And then footer links. Okay. Has that been there all the time? Okay. So what's next? Keyboard is kind of done, mostly visible. Tab order, pretty logical. And no real interactions. So let's go straight to forms. And there is really only one form on this page, which is just a search. So I'm just going to quickly go into that and have a look to see whether there is a label associated with that input, which is important. Now this is a nested label here. No, sorry, a sort of an outer label where the input is inside the label. Not quite uncommon to see, but I do think that I think the label needs to be technically associated with the input. Well, I'm not quite sure. Can't remember right now whether technically it understands that it's related to that. I don't think so. So I think this needs to be associated with the input. So I think that's lacking. And the placeholder, there's a value. I'm just understanding whether there is any text. There is an ARIA label. So that is going to help with certain things. When autocomplete results are available, use up and down arrows to review and enter to go to the desired page. Touch device users explore by touch or with swipe gestures. Okay. So clearly something has been noted that maybe it was tricky to use. So this is describing that for screen reader users, and that's good. I think that's good. Oh, this is screen reader text here. Okay, maybe this gets populated when you search, so it just gives some extra details. I'm not sure. I'd have to dig into that, but I won't be doing that here. Here's a button, and it's got a screen reader only text, which is search. Okay, cool. Right, so that's the form. I don't think there's any error messages. I'm just going to click on press enter here to see if it works with the keyboard. And this is the blank search results page. Nothing has been posted like that yet. Maybe not the clearest message, but okay. Well, there are no error messages as such on this page, so associated with the form. So let's keep on going. Responsive. Let's do this. Okay. Let's go down. See what happens. Some minor text getting smaller. This is all kind of expected. It gets pretty cramped. This is pretty cramped down here. What about the sub-nav? That opens up when I click it. Yeah, it's quite a lot going on there. But it sort of seems to get away with it. Oops, I think I just clicked. I just want to get back to the home page. Okay, I'm just going to go quickly down just to see if on this should be all good. Yeah, it's not that much going on. It's not that little space, but okay. So now it goes into the into the mobile navigation up here, and everything gets a bit simpler. Well, maybe not everything, but you know what? I'm going to go down all the way to like 300, like really, really narrow, or quite narrow. So that's a single column there. Sorry. That's all now, single columns. Okay. All right. Fine. Now, the nav opens up. It gets all black. Sort of a bit of a jarring experience there. Okay. Yeah, I can see now this is definitely the navigation stuff that was all the way at the bottom when I took away the CSS. So there's no search button here. Like if I type in, I think you need to have that. I think you definitely need to have a search button here. I mean, mobile phones are going to behave differently when it comes to submitting forms. So I think that's really missing. Donate now, big link there. So if I click on this, that'll open up, and that'll open up again. And yep, let's close all of that down. And this one. Okay, so this is highlighting the page that I'm on, and then I can close it, and I can open it again. Okay, can't really say anything about that. I'm going to go now into the magnification. So I'm going to go to 400% and see how that works. Clearly, this is just the mobile layout that we saw earlier, just enlarged considerably. Now let's see how it functions with the nav. Okay, now I can scroll up and down here. I can open this up. I can open up another one, scrolling up and down. Okay, it works fine with the mouse. Let's just see if it works with the keyboard. I'm going to come into here. We tap into the St. Christopher's logo. And now we go to the latest coronavirus link. And I think this is the image. And then it's going to these different ones. Oh, this is a bit of a layout issue here where this text is just now mixed together with the other one. So this is a bit of a concern here. But I was trying to check if I could get to the mobile navigation. It doesn't seem like I can do that. It's a little bit. No, I can't get to the mobile navigation, and that would be really lovely to be able to navigate the site on this magnification. Anyway, let's move on. We're going to go now to color contrast. Let's get to normal magnification, and we're going to open up the DevTools. I'm going to use Axe DevTools to see if there's any, if it spots any contrast issues. So I'm scanning the page, and there's 59 elements that need to be looked at with regards to color contrast. I'm going to highlight the first one. So that's referring to that light blue on the white. It's saying that that's too low contrast, so that could be looked at. I'm going to keep on going. It'll find those similar links. That is referring to, okay, so there seems to be the white and that light blue. There's a contrast issue with that. 2.93 is the ratio that I mentioned, so that's somewhat low. So this is probably the same. It's even the worst contrast on the light green, and then that white text on that. So those should be looked at. I think that gray text doesn't really look like it's. Maybe that needs to be looked at more carefully. So that's the, okay, that's that sort of thick blue on that gray. That's a contrast issue there. That's the white on the blue, which we've been seeing. So we're going to see all of those. I just want to see if there's more. So it's going to complain about all of these. That light gray on the white as well. Your support matters. Yeah, all of these. So that's the white on the blue. It's really, they're not happy about the contrast on this for the links for all of this stuff here. All of these things as well. That's why it's finding so many. That's the blue on the, and then it comes to the sort of more contentious issues, which I'm just going to skip, although we've almost reached to the end of that 59 issues. Okay, so animations, there aren't any animations, so we can bypass that. Let's go straight to the HTML and see how that is. We will validate the HTML. We're going to validator, the W3 validator, and we shall see some results. Okay, let's open this up. There's 11 errors found on the page related to alt attributes. Input is missing a required attribute. Okay, I'm not exactly sure what that is. Yeah, missing a for label. That's probably the search one that I was looking at. Okay, so just a few 11 errors there need to be looked at. The very last thing I'm going to check is see if there's any JavaScript errors or anything breaking on the site when it loads it up. There were some things there, but that could be related to plugins and stuff or add-ons that I'm using. So on the surface looks perfectly fine. It doesn't have anything. Okay, cool. All right. So that concludes the review. So I'm just gonna thank you very much for watching the video. If you liked it, then please consider subscribing to our channel. If you work for St. Christopher's and you think you could use our services, please do get in touch. We'd love to work with you and help you fix the issues that were found. Have a lovely rest of the day and take care. Bye-bye.